Will the golden generation of the elephants of Cote d'Ivoire be able to pick the Nations Cup and just take that as a remarkable achievement? Anyhow it goes, the Nations Cup will still remain in West Africa. Of course, in the last Nations Cup in South Africa, a West African country, Nigeria, won the Nations Cup. And another West African nation will be emerging as champions of the Africa Cup of Nations tomorrow. It is Hotsports, and we'll be bringing you another exciting package this Saturday.
The match has been halted for quite a few minutes now. It's nearly 9 minutes, just until things get dealt with regarding the Ghanaian fans who have come down from their stands after not feeling that secure up there because of the frustration that's being it looks like we're going to get the game underway. And there's the referee, Mr. Eric Otogo from Gabon. And there you can see a helicopter as well, which is just above the stand. The players are still waiting. It's a game of patience, really, to see if it's okay for the other 8 minutes to continue.
My brother and I love a good challenge. So, we decided to test our football skills on a journey across Africa. We cannot let strong pain stop us from being there for each other. That's why we choose Panadol Extra.
Panadol Extra relieves 5 types of pain: headache, toothache, backache, muscle ache, and menstrual pain.
Panadol Extra. When strong pain is gone, life takes its place.
Hotsports cranks up the heat this Saturday with fresh sports news and incisive analysis backed by exciting visuals. Hotsports, your unique source of sport information, education and entertainment, inimitably delivered via hot, scorching argument where no one blinks. Don't miss it.
Well, on the main issue on Hotsports today, as we count down to the finals of the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations in Equatorial Guinea, we look at what we have missed by not participating in the Nations Cup, and of course other issues relating to the Nations Cup. And that is why on the main issue today we are bringing you a former Super Eagles assistant coach, a national team goalkeeper in the days of the Green Eagles. I'm talking about Coach Joe Erico. He will be looking at very salient issues in the world of football. It's rather unfortunate that the Nations Cup is about winding up, and the reality and the fact on ground, no doubt, is that Nigeria didn't participate. How has this affected us?
Well, it's not unfortunate that the Nations Cup is winding up. It's unfortunate that Nigeria did not participate. That goes to tell us that we did not do our homework very well. That is why we did not qualify. And the good part of it is that we are able to sit down without participating to see what it takes to play and perform and get into action if really we want to improve on our standard. So like I would say, we should have learned our lessons from this and get back, sit down, ask questions. Why did we not qualify? Where did we get it wrong? And what are we going to do to get it right next time? I think that's just the lesson we have to learn there.
And have we started benefiting or maybe trying to apply ourselves to some of these lessons that we should learn?
You see, I'm a strong believer in you lose sometimes, you win sometimes. You lose some, you win some. This, we have lost a lot because I know the press too. I know you. Let me protect your interest a little bit. You guys must have lost a lot because we could not watch other teams play from our own local television stations, apart from the Super Sports. And most of the journalists that are supposed to be in Equatorial Guinea are not there. They are home here asking questions, you know. So this is a good thing for us to know. We have to learn from here, like I said earlier, that if you criticize objectively. The world has become a global village. If you a little cough spreads around the whole world. So everybody has, everywhere there are ears now to hear, there are eyes to see because of the You need technology. So we have to be very, very careful when we are doing things. You criticize player here and there, abuse the parents. How do you want such a player to perform? You treat the coaches with levity. And how do you want the players to perform? Because the players will be looking forward, oh, come on, what is going to happen to me in case I come into this profession? I haven't played that long I haven't represented the country for that long time. So they will be worried. There will be complacency. So we have to be very, very careful. This should be a lesson for us all. The administrators, the sports writers, the fans, then the footballers, then the coaches. You have to wake up and we have to wake up and live with our responsibilities and think of doing it right. Simple.
Do you think we have started practicalizing this in terms of doing the right thing we should do? Because before we know, we're already approaching another situation where we'll start playing qualifiers.
At the end of every tournament is the beginning of another tournament. So I wouldn't stick out my neck to say, oh yes, they have started doing something good. You only know that the team, the national team has gone out to play some friendlies in preparation for the season, the next Nations Cup or thereabout. But personally, it shouldn't end there. We have to dig deep. We have a lot of things happening down below which we don't know. The youth development program is not there. Thanks to all these the coaches that are littered here and there. If you look behind me, you can see some kids playing there. There are coaches, local coaches that are taking care of those kids that will come out to be top players tomorrow. So we have to pay attention to that youth development program. We can't be relying on clubs to get our under 17, our under 20, our under 23. I look at the Nations Cup. We had a 19-year-old goalkeeper. That 19-year-old players playing there now. Does it happen with us? Where are our under 17 players? Did they transit onto the big picture? There are players in not Africa. This is not Africa. African teams. They play. You have their resume from under 16, 17, 20, 21, 23 up to the big picture. So we have a lot of job to do. We shouldn't be looking at the big picture, because if we don't do well down, we have not built solid foundation down there. We cannot get it up. We cannot start from up. So we should think of starting from down this time around.
From the Super Eagles point of view, do you think there are things we should start doing now? Because some said the friendlies we played, even the main focus of the team that we'll be using has not been tested, and the rest of them. Are there certain things we should do practically, urgently and quickly as possible?
It is unfortunate that most of our players that are going to play are not even ready, because the big players are fizzling off. Mind you, we don't have a standard replacement for them like other countries do. That's what I talked about, coming from down below, getting them right from the basement to bring them to the top. So we don't have all those things, and the big players are fizzling off. What are the replacements? You understand my point? So if you look at it closely, we are just building from the top. Thank God we have 1,000,001 talents in this country. The proper harness, and how to harness them is just the problem we are having now. But thank God they have started playing the friendly. So I hope that we're going to get it right. Let's see how it goes. It's always been like that anyway.
Do you see Nigeria bouncing back, doing better in spite of the very poor results we had last season?
Oh yeah, sure. You know, Nigeria is a blessed country with talents. But like I said earlier too, the harnessing of these talents is just a problem. People coming to lord. You don't lord over human beings. You don't lord over players. Mostly talents. You don't lord over them. They get to know it easily and they react. It's a question of action and reaction. But if we talk of the administration, we have to put our administration into real job. They have to do good work. It is not easy, because welfare is, let me say, 60% or 70%. Welfare enhances the performance. If the welfare is not good, the administration is not good. What is it going to look like? We can't get good result. But I think with the present administration, the way I look at it, I don't want to name individuals. We have some people that are ready to work. Will they allow them to work? Is a big question there. But if they allow them work and they do it right the way they think, I think we're going to get it right.
We won the last Nations Cup and then failed to qualify for this one. Where did things really go wrong?
With the internal squabble all along, which you know and I know, that is the end result of what transpired during that period of court problem here and there, tussling for power here and there. That is the end result. If it continues like that, we are still going to get the same result. You understand what I mean? But we better do something. Let us sit right and do it well and do it right. Then we're going to get our results.
So it's not a technical issue or something that should be placed on the corridor of the players?
No, if people place it on the corridor of the coach, it's not the coach. The coach has only 20% contribution to the development, to the game itself. The players own 80%. If players are not, their welfare is not taken care of, they will not give you the best. They will never. Once you toy with their welfare, toy with them, toy with their intelligence, they will let you down. It's not the coach's problem. Now, how many coaches, expatriate coaches, do we have in the tournament? How many have gone? How many remaining? It boils down to the same thing. It is the players 80%, though the coach's 20% is very, very important. If he doesn't manage it well, he will run himself into crisis. The team will get into crisis too. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a lot of interwoven activity from the management, the players, the team, the coaches, then the press too. So because football is a public game, it's a press game. So you can't divorce press from football.
Close football watchers have been looking at a situation where some very drastic decisions would have been taken in terms of what is the status of the coach for the Super Eagles and other issues, but all these issues have been pending.
Oh, well, as far as I am concerned, you don't need to take any drastic measures. You just you have to sit down and x-ray your performance. Check where you have gone wrong. We kept on blaming coach in this country. I don't know. But we have our problem with the administration. People don't fight for the progress of this game. I bet you. The people at the helm of affairs always think of their pocket first of all. It's when you start thinking of the progress of the game, like we used to have administrators those days when we were playing. They were thinking of how the betterment of the player, the progress of the team, what we are going to achieve. They were not thinking of what they were going to get into their sack or their pocket. For real, this is serious. And that is where we have problem. Now, I don't know what it's going to look like with the present administration. I pray God should touch their minds to let them have that conscience that is been missing. The conscience of development, the conscience of progression. To put cheat aside, be sincere, be open-minded. That is what we really need now.
Now to the Nations Cup, would you say you are satisfied with the organization so far now coming through to the final?
Oh, well, it's been very, very good. There's been no complaint as such. There must be little disagreement here and there. There must be slight hitches, no doubt about that. But as far as I'm concerned, it's been very perfect. Perfect football play. I watch all the matches. I stay up to watch the games. It's not been too late anyway. Like today, whatever I'm going to do, I must watch today's game, whether I like it or not. The same thing yesterday. So I watch good football. Today football, I would tell you, it involves players attacking defenders and defending attackers. It's mobility with how everybody move, everybody's playing. No stagnancy. Say, oh, come on, I'm a defender, I stay there and I stay put. So it's changing, and I hope the players sit down now and watch it. Someone was saying, I heard a player say a couple of days ago that it's quite frustrating that he doesn't watch Nations Cup. Why would you watch Nations Cup? To see where you are going wrong and improve yourself. It will help you too. Whichever way you look at it, anyhow drab the game is. You watch it, you must achieve one or two things from there. So you laying back and saying, come on, condemning it, that is very, very bad. You don't need to lay back and condemn. Lay back and watch and assimilate.
And you think CAF took the right decision by insisting that the Nations Cup must take place in Equatorial Guinea?
I give them kudos for that. I give them kudos because if they had dropped, man, it would have affected the integrity or the pedigree of CAF. For Morocco refusing to host that thing, and they said no because of Ebola, it would have given the whole nation, the whole African nation, the whole continent a very bad image. I bet you. Think of it, analyze it, digest it. It was a very good decision, and I give kudos to Equatorial Guinea for accepting it within that short notice of time. Even though it looked as if they were humiliated out, you know, they were out before, and they came in here to accept hosting. I mean, I give kudos to those two people. It was a good job by CAF, frankly speaking.
You saw all the matches. If Nigeria had been part of this Nations Cup, how do you think we would have performed?
Well, I will not say that. I will not stick out my neck to say categorically that, oh, come on, you expect me to say that we would have won. No, because there are teams. No team is a pushover now. Everybody's buckling up to be better, to beat anybody, to be the champion. So when you are a champion, champions can always be dethroned. But a winner, you find it difficult to dethrone a winner because a winner must always win. If you develop the spirit of winning, by all means, you must have that spirit of winning, not being a champion. Champion, you'll be dethroned, like we were dethroned. We were champions. But if we are winners, like the Côte d'Ivoire, then we will not be dethroned. You don't care. When you come back to fight again and again and again. I don't know if you understand what I mean. So that is the way I look at it. So
would it have been possible for us to defend the cup?
That is what I wanted to say. That's why I laughed. Come on, it could have been possible, depending on that little element of luck. Because whatever you are doing, there is that element of luck, mostly in football. You can get like Congolese yesterday. They got to the goal area, time without number. They were missing and missing and missing. But one chance will make the difference. Their last match, they won 4-2. It came from behind. Element of luck. The luck would have been on our side to defend the title. The luck might not be on our side to lose. Thank God it started earlier. So since they could not build up to get there, I would not think of them coming to win if they were there. So let us try and be there next time. That's my point. And then win. Develop winner spirit and go and win.
It was a poor touch, but he needs to be a little bit better than that. As we see Ghana on the attack, just bringing the ball out wide, using Appiah, who will run around for 90 minutes without any issues at all. Will he get his shot in? Nice little pass, that's not bad at all. And the flick there, is there going to be a good chance for Ghana? They've taken the lead, 4 minutes in. Atsu is the man who hits the back of the net. It looks so easy. It came from that little back flick. They're coming into the penalty area, into the 6-yard box, and my oh my, that's an early goal, that is indeed. Ghana just laying it on, and Christian Atsu finding the back of the net with the easiest of opportunities there. The Everton man scoring his 7th goal in his 35th match. Let's just have a look at that again. Well, there it was. Appiah just gets the ball, just got the ball over, and it was Ayew, of course, held it up very nicely indeed. There's the flick from Ayew. It was just straight out of the top drawer. Incredible start here for the Black Stars. And a little tap in, a side foot in there by Atsu, putting Ghana 1-0 up. Takes it quickly. Hit over to that far side. Good chance for a cross coming. Oh, that's beautiful! Oh my word! That was just sensational. What an incredible goal. And it's number 2 for Atsu. And he meant it. That's the great thing about it. What an extraordinary shot. He picked his spot. He saw the goalkeeper off his line, Yatara, and just curled it into the corner. Oh my word. Yatara was just completely beaten. And Atsu, 2 goals in 4 matches. Well, I told you about the stats earlier. They get even better, aren't they? Look at that. Incredible stuff. What a wonderful goal. It's an absolute dream goal for any player to score from that way out. And it was beautifully struck as well with his left foot. Ayew with a chance to fire into the back of the net. Oh, how did he miss from that range there? Well, I think that the final whistle is gone, and well, it was a golden opportunity, but I'm afraid that it just wasn't meant to be for Rabiot. 3-0 the final score.
Still Bolado. Down he goes. Penalty for Equatorial Guinea in the closing stages. Unbelievable. Won by Bolado. Wild celebrations here. And the home country get another penalty decision in successive games. Down he went under the challenge of Hamza Matlaoui, and it looked pretty soft, it must be said. The laser guns are out as well. Balboa, Matlaoui, 1-1. We are going to extra time here. Unbelievable scenes. The Tunisians are beginning to lose their heads a little bit on the side of the pitch. Equatorial Guinea celebrates. They have an equaliser, and with 2.5 minutes remaining, this game is still alive. It looked for all money that Tunisia were going into the semi-finals. Balboa, 3 goals in the tournament for him. Makaichi's got 3. Balboa is looking for his spot. Still Balboa. Free kick on the edge of the area. Good chance here for Equatorial Guinea again. A little burst of pace from Javier Balboa. So free kick here for Javier Balboa as Abdunul came across and took him out. Puts it over the wall and scores a magnificent goal. Javier Balboa with a stunning goal. Some distance away, top corner, Matlaoui scrambles across. What a superb set piece. Are we on for the shock of all time in this competition? Balboa puts Equatorial Guinea into the lead and possibly on their way to the semi-finals.
Our people they talk and say, know how when the nose won't be reach when danger come, you know if you smell them. USC Soccer Lifeline, the Obonga program where you they hear all the etc things them will concern the world of soccer.
You don't say I played that ball as goal for my mind.
As one guy won't score ball, he no score. Make a come open mouth say, ah man, I for score this ball. Now if let's say talk. Say if na me I for score this ball. Now they look me. Can you say waiting? Make I say I for score this ball. Let's shut up. I fella continue. What were you saying? USC Soccer Lifeline. My name is Dayo. Make I catch you for TV, nothing mega.
Well, that is how far we can go on hotsports today. Tomorrow is the final of the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations. And as I said earlier, wherever it goes, the Nations Cup will still be coming to West Africa. Of course, it is time for Nigeria to continue the build-up to see how we can qualify for the next Nations Cup. Well, that has been hotsports for you this week. We'll be back again next weekend.